Hello and welcome back to the Monsters of Monster Hunter Double Cross, where today we are playing with Deviant Ceanataur. So that'll be a thing. And once again, this is one of those quests where, spoiler alert, if you're seeing this, I do in fact get to the crab. So let's see what we want to do here for food stuff. Can we get ourselves some feline insurer? I mean, I know we can, it's just a matter of whether we can without using vouchers or anything. Sometimes you can get it on just the defense, but it's not common. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use a gourmet voucher here. And that way we can get some dragon and water res with insurer and weakener. Not bad. Yeah, getting that water res helps, because that way I'm not at like -9. My items are already all set for this. Yes, they are. So, Gravios first, Glavenus shows up at some point along the way, and then we get to play with the crab once those two are down. And hopefully I'll bring the crab down without too much trouble. It does have rather high damage output, but I mean, I was able to take it when we had the Stone Fist trying to bother us. Didn't really need those sushi fish because I am bleed immune. But I suppose having them doesn't hurt. It's just one extra healing item. And yeah. Gonna use the bombs on the Gravios simply because that's basically why they gave them to us. Not a small Gravios. Thanks, cat. So my first priority on this Gravios is going to be getting that back broken. It's not nearly as necessary as breaking the back on a G-rank black Gravios in 4U, but it still helps, which is why I'm still going for it. Because making it so that it can't hit me with the fire after the lasers is nice, and also, apparently I jumped to the wrong side, so we got the chest. Well, that's fine too, the chest takes more damage. Oop. Tried to put a bomb down, but he stepped on me. Got damage from both bombs, so... Ah, dang it. Jumped a moment too late there. A little bit earlier we would have jumped off him. But that's fine. We still got this. But yeah, stopping that is why we want to break the back. I got a little close. Yeah, we want to make it so that being under him after a laser is safe. Because that will greatly increase our ability to dodge the lasers by increasing our safe harbors. Of course, the best way to get that back break is to ride him, but that also means being where you can take that little fire poop when you're going for the ride. Thank goodness jumping through the lasers doesn't cause you to take damage, because When I'm doing a Superman dive through a laser, I am definitely not going around or under it or anything. I'm just going through it. Really wish I had gauge for that. I could have done energy charge, but it would have taken enough time that we wouldn't have really gotten to use it anyway. I really don't like when Gravios does that towards me. At least not from far away. When I'm close, then I can just go right through the legs and everything's fine. But when I'm far away, it's a little more dangerous. And there's some sleep. Thanks, cat. We'll almost certainly end up dealing with both the Gravios and the Glavenus at the same time. But, I mean, it should be okay. Gravios isn't a huge threat. At least not as big a threat as Glavenus is, in my opinion. Though, admittedly, both monsters do have some ranged stuff. And seriously, what? You were already in the lava when you started dashing. Were you just trying to get a long runway to do this? Is that it? Ow. Darn tail. That darn Gravios. I need to sharpen. Ow. It's too close to the edge. I don't really want to try and ride it right there. So if you'd be so kind as to just take a step or two this way. No, you just want to pivot and laser? Well, there's the chest break. Well, the first one. Ooh. Ah, dang it. He's so close to being able to actually get on. If the Gravios had been facing any other direction, we would have been fine. It looks like the back is broken. Or is it? I thought I saw a break up there, but now I'm not seeing it. Thankfully, we can jump through that if we time it right. Must have... Yeah, I broke a wing. That's what happened. Thanks for kicking me out of sleep. Can we seriously get you away from the freaking lava? Thank you. Ow. We're using too much healing against this Gravios. Admittedly, we're only using the healing that they supplied us, but still, we're going to want a lot more against the crab, I'm sure. Also, I've been doing really badly against Glavenus lately. Don't know why, but I have. And that's something that I need to be aware of. And prepared for. Because we're going to be having Glavenus show up momentarily. Apparently I was just out of the little heat discharge range there. Alright, hopefully this will get the back broken. That'll at least remove one cause for concern once the Glavenus shows. Good. Now I could cut the tail, but I don't need Gravios parts. I've got plenty of Gravios palliums. So apparently I'm going to get kicked towards the tail anyway. Really just want to do damage, get this thing out of here. Oh, snap. Stopped the roll. And hey, there's Glavenus. At least it's not a huge one. And now we get to listen to Glavenus music. What? How did I not get hit? I was like all the way inside that. Well, the only Gravios breaks we have left are the tail cut and chest number 2 and face. That's right, face also breaks. So I'm not really going to go for any other than the chest. Again, just because I want the Gravios out of here, because otherwise it'll do things like that. And I definitely don't want to use one of my carts before we get to the crab. And I think, to that end, let's go where we can safely heal up. And we'll go ahead and eat these fishies as well. That'll be fine for now. Kind of want to ride the Glavenus while its tail is hot, but as long as this Gravios is here, that's probably not going to be the greatest idea, because it probably wouldn't forgive us giving the focus to the Glav. And again, the Glav doesn't want to forgive us giving focus to the Grav. So really, there's no right answer other than dodging. Eh. Well, hey, at least we rolled clear. Ow. Thanks, cats. Ah. Thing about Glavenus, you can't underestimate its range. Well, I mean, actually, it's very easy to underestimate its range, but you need to not, is the thing that I'm trying to get at here. The tail has got range on it, like a lot of range. It's dangerous. Then you've got Gravios walking around doing that nonsense. Dang it. Hey, Glavenus. How's it going? Well, that was a little scary looking. Also, the fact that I jumped and an explosion happened made it look like my jump causes explosions, which would be really cool if it did, but it doesn't. And Glavenus is sharpening his tail back up. That's fine. I don't mind. I feel like if I get one more ride on Gravios, we can do some good work. Maybe get him dead. Also, the chest is already broken a second time. So we've got that going. Don't you do that to me. That is my least favorite move. In fact, it's that move that's why I so hated Black Gravios in 4U. Because it did that and followed every single one with one of the little fire puffs. And it was just terrible, and I hated it. I don't have flashes. Just because I don't need Gravios parts doesn't mean I don't want Gravios parts. So we're just going to hope Glavenus decides to be nice. I mean, he let us get 2 carves. It's more than he absolutely needed to. And we get all 4. Not safely. I definitely don't want to die for one of these carves. Alright, we got all 4 just in time. Okay, Glavenus. I'm sorry for having ignored you until now. I am now ready to give you my undivided attention. And you're tired. But you just heated your tail up. Please let it stay hot for a while. I need it to stay hot, like forever. Until I cut it. At which point it's free to go blunt again. Also, ow. Close. Too close. You had to interrupt the heel cat, didn't you? Oh, that's... yeah. Rolling directly in front of where the tail is going to go doesn't usually go well. And it's mad again. It's interesting that its tail managed to stay heated throughout the entire tiredness. Usually, Glavenus's tail will go blunt like immediately upon it getting tired. Alright, I'm just a little bit fire blighted. Hopefully that won't matter too much. I mean, I'm definitely going to be losing health because of it. And that's not great. But hopefully it'll be limited. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, we got our tail break. Now we just need to get the cut, which usually comes pretty quickly after the break as long as the tail stays heated, but it's blunt now. Thankfully, he was paying attention, managed to sharpen it right there. That's always nice. Ow. That first bite always goes just a little bit wider than I expect it to. right, buddy. Heat up that tail. There's the heat. Well, I do need to sharpen. Is now a good time? It is. Ow. I just got fly swatted pretty hard. Let's go ahead and pop over here, get that recovery increase. That way we can get away without using a healing item for a little longer. Rawr. That recovery increase does not last long at all. Ow. Oop. I'm really good at dodging directly into where the fire is going to be on that attack. Just for the record, it's one of my strong points. I'm not going to say I'm proud of it or anything, but I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find someone better at it. And looks like we need to use one of these. Of course we do, because we carded. We didn't Farcaster to get here. Oh, energy drinks. In case we didn't bring our own, I suppose. Let's go ahead and have some of the... Actually, no, let's not have some of those. Well, not more than one. Let's have this instead. And then we'll drink this. And then we head back down to the Glavenus. That tail's still hot. So's the throat. If I can get the throat, then that's a sparkly for me. And the throat usually gives you a good opening for the tail. And there we go. Tail removed. Now we don't have to worry about him having the super fireball when he does the sweep, which is good. Glavenus just in general becomes less dangerous without that tail tip, because it can no longer heat up the tail. And sure, the heated tail does take like a lot of damage, so it's a shame to lose such a valuable point of attack, but I'd argue that it's worth it. Like, if it still had the tip of its tail there, I probably would have taken a hit. But it didn't, so I didn't. And that would have done way more damage if the tail had been heated rather than cut. Get out of the lava. Eh. Always a little concerning when the tail slams down right next to you. I love getting flinches to stop that attack. You're never guaranteed to have it happen, but when it does, it feels so nice. So ordinarily, with its tail cut, I would go for the face after a ride. But I'm also aware that his throat is currently heated up, so if I were to hit the face, I would probably waste most of the knockdown. And I'm just waiting for some energy. There we go. So instead, I'll be going for those little front arms. Or I guess the belly. Damage is damage. while the face would take more, not wasting the knockdown is valuable, because that way we get another knockdown instead of just a wasted knockdown. Unfortunately, this other knockdown is only good for gathering, because he went over into the lava. I freaking hate this lava. Monsters go into it, but we can't. It's just there to deny us what is rightfully ours. Yeah, you go ahead and brighten up your throat. Ow. Okay, I need help. Oh boy. Thankfully, that was far enough away that the explosion didn't get me. That would have been terrible if I got stunned and then died to the explosion while I was just forced to watch. I was actually worried that that would happen, but thankfully it did not. Buddy, can you, like, go for the cats for a moment? My health's kind of low. Oh, thank you, cat. Alright, that works. Alright. Ready to get back to this guy. So I didn't take a hit, but I did get touched by the flame and therefore got Fireblade. Ow. That poor cat. Actually, not this. I think it's a decent time to use this right now. Ow. Perhaps not the greatest timing. But we should be good without needing to use a healing item for a little bit, because we've got the heal over time on us still. Dang it! Had I gone a little later, I would have managed to roll through the fire. I would love for this guy to just keel over right now. That would be great. Ow. Always feels good to get that. Ow. No. And that's death. Alright, so we've used 2 of our 3 allowable carts. That's really not good. That's really not good. Would have really liked to have both of those for the crab. The crab is not what we like to call safe. It's a rather dangerous customer. And I would have liked all the support I could have against it, but unfortunately all the support I can have isn't much at this point. We do currently have 16 Mega Potions worth of healing, plus 3 life powders and 1 Dust of Life. So at least as far as healing goes, we should be fine. We just need to make sure that we survive to use it. That's going to be the real issue, because that crab does do a lot of damage. And that's all the breaks we can get against Glavenus, and there's the Glavenus. Let's see if I can't grab this sparkly before it goes away. All right. Just got a flame orb. And another flame orb. Gee, thanks for the high rank rares. Seriously. Didn't need the high rank ones. And yeah, let's go ahead and sharpen just to be super ultra safe. And it only just now occurs to me that the reason they did Gravios and Glavenus is because that's the skulls that this crab wears. I guess thematically we just gave this crab its clothing. Even though the ones it wears are much bigger than those of the creatures we killed. Yes, hello. You're a little bit bigger than the last one we fought here. Of course, that one was gold small, so that's not a hard claim to beat. Ow. No, 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 no. Okay. Was a little worried it'd keep coming and get me, because that would hurt. And we've lost our water res, so we are at -9, which is not great. I really want this guy to grab his Glav Skull, because I have a much better time with the Glav Skull. Plus, when he's got the Glav Skull, we can actually have a chance at breaking the claws, which helps. I really don't actually want to do too much jumping before... Ow! Before he swaps skulls. Because if I could use my jumps in an effort to actually... Uh-oh. In an effort to actually break the claws, then that would be better for me. That always scares me a little, because even when you're running perpendicular to where it's going to come out, it still gets dangerously close. And I don't like it. Dang it, I need to not jump when he's doing stuff like that. Because that's just asking to go right into the stream. And that's both disgusting and painful. Because, as we've stated before, it's not water that these crabs shoot, it's urine. Please, no. Okay, that was too close. That would have been lethal. Okay, please be getting your other skull. Thank you. So much easier to deal with using this skull, in my opinion. Still not going to do much jumping till he sharpens, though. I say right before I do a jump. Though admittedly, not a jump onto him. Sharpen your claws. You got to maintain those blades. Please, sharpen them. That's what I wanted to see. And hey, we're recovering health up here. That's always nice. Okay, let's see about busting up a claw. They are fairly brittle, so it shouldn't take too much to break one, but it'll still take some doing. It's not like it's a free break. Though that knockdown certainly helps. And there it is. And now we get to see it just pitying itself for a little while. That little while being long enough for me to do that, though I would have gotten to go to the full explosion had we actually been at the right angle there. Yeah, it's really useful to get the claw breaks, not only because the claws get broken, but also because you get that lovely little knockdown. And resharpening, good. Keep those claws maintained. Okay, don't do this. That's a little dangerous. Does a lot of damage and gives defense down. Both of which are things I don't enjoy taking. Dodge towards the crab. That'll basically never hit if it was aiming for you. Ow! That is the one downside of this crab being in Glavenus mode. Its claws do crazy damage when they're sharpened. But I suppose that's kind of the point. Okay, we gotta get more Mega Potions. There we go. Yeah, go ahead, sharpen up. Keep those things sharpened. Oh no. Are you getting Gravio's skull? Why did you just sharpen if you're just gonna put them right back away? Also, they're blunted again. Like, what is even the point of that sharpening you just did? Ow. No hugs, please. Wow. I fully expected to take the hit. But I didn't. So that's nice. Ow. Kind of annoys me that that claw swipe actually reaches under its legs. Like, how physically does that work? Because it definitely doesn't sweep the claw under its legs. Tried to say swipe and claw at the same time there, I think. That's how I got slipe. Maybe I was trying to say slice and sweep. Yeah, that's probably it. Sometimes my mouth says things and I'm not entirely sure what they are. No, I don't need you to walk at me with open arms. No, I don't need you to do that either. I especially don't need you to do that. I'd rather take the walk attack. Ow. No. Don't fire your water laser at me. I hate it. It's nasty. And painful. That's like the worst combination of things. And also, I guess I need to do my healing outside if it's gonna be just it and me. Yeah, let's go ahead and head on out. Might be getting the Glavenus skull right now. That would be great. Okay, let's grab another Farcaster. Let's use another Dash Juice. And then let's Life Powder. That gets the cats back. Then we'll drink this just to top off. And hopefully we've got a Glavenus skull to deal with. Yep, that's a Glav skull. Sharpen that claw, please. Ow. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Though I didn't want to see me lose my heat res. Alright, he's mad. Now, can we get a ride? I would love a ride. Or a non-ride knockdown would also be acceptable. A ride it is. Actually, a non-ride knockdown would be better because it knocks him down quicker and longer. Really wish it didn't drop me all the way over here, but That's fine. We can still get to the claw. And there's the break. Get a sparkly for breaking both. Seriously, stays down long enough for me to use energy charge, get a jump, and do the full discharge. It's quite the knockdown. Very useful. Ow. Why are you trying to do this to me? I mean, sure, I broke both your claws, but, I mean, that doesn't mean you have to be a jerk. I want that sparkly, but I also want to not take the hits. Now's my chance. Oh. I mean, at least that wasn't an account pearl. It was this. So it could have definitely been worse. Ah, dang it. Why the Gravios skull? No! Please no, please no, please no. Oh, okay. I hate when it does that move towards me. It hurts so badly. And also it's so accurate. I hate everything about it. Oh, are you tired? You are tired. Okay, then I don't mind you having the Gravios skull. Please continue to have the Gravios skull for as long as you remain tired, Al. Ow. Oh, don't back up into me. I don't need that. Still tired. Good. Stay tired forever. That would be great. I would love that. As long as you're tired, you having the Gravios skull is A-okay with me. Because all the nasty attacks you try and use don't work. Ow. That hug hurts. Okay, it's not tired anymore. Get rid of the Gravios skull, please. Let's not use a life powder just yet. We are really low on healing. I need this thing to die, and soon. I also need a little bit more health. Now's my chance. Eh. Oh great, our stamina is finite again. Yes, thank you. Please, get rid of that skull. Thank you. Ooh. Dang it. I hate running out of energy at good times like that. Like the times when you most need the energy. Running out sucks. And taking that hit, yeah. Thank you, Cat. Always feels nice to be able to use the aerial jump defensively. Thanks for the herb horn. It's better than nothing. Oh, hey. Good job, Cat. I was just reloading, but hey, crab down. I mean, this crab doesn't really look that much different from the regular Ceanataur. Its legs definitely have additional, like, spikes on them. And the claws were serrated before I broke them. Though I imagine you probably got a decent enough look at those. The Glavenus skull, while not amazing, is kind of cool, like in concept. But really, who lets a Glavenus get that big without breaking its horns? Come on. Those are like the most easily breakable part on a Glavenus. Yeah, it's a pretty decent crab. Kind of fun Deviant, though I really hate when it's got the Gravios skull. Just all the water jets with it turning or slamming them down on you. It's painful and I hate it. But when it's got the Glavenus skull, that's kind of cool. Like how it uses its claws in different ways and whatnot. I like that. And that is going to be it for this episode. Hang on, he's got to tell us that we unlocked the Super Deviant. Okay, thanks for the info. Okay, that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we get into the Leviathans, starting with Royal Ludroth. See you then, friends.